states. On 1st April 2020, RBI had announced an increase in the Ways and Means Advances limit, WMA limit of states by 30%. It has now been decided to increase the WMA limit of states by 60%, by 60% over and above the level as on March 31st, 2020 to provide greater comfort to the states for undertaking COVID containment and mitigation efforts, and also to plan their market borrowing programs better. This, we expect, will help the states not to bunch up their borrowing program in the early part of the year, but to space it appropriately as per their requirement. The increased limit will be available, that is this increased limit of WMA up to by 60%. This facility will be available till September 30th, 2020. The next set of measures are related to regulatory measures. On March 27, 2020, the Reserve Bank had announced certain regulatory measures to mitigate the burden of debt servicing brought about by disruptions on account of COVID-19 and to ensure the continuity of viable businesses. Based on a review of rapidly evolving situation and consistent with globally coordinated action committed to by Basel Committee on Banking Supervision to alleviate the impact of COVID-19 on global banking system, additional regulatory measures are being announced today. So whatever regulatory measures we are announcing, they are consistent with the Basel guidelines. The first measure under this category of regulatory measures, they relate to asset classification. Economic activity has come to a standstill during the period of the lockdown. Now, as I go with these announcements, I request your patience, because in the concluding paragraphs, in the concluding 2 or 3 paragraphs to which I will come very shortly, I have attempted to give some kind of a forward guidance on certain aspects, so I request your patience. I repeat, economic activity has come to a standstill during the period of the lockdown, with consequential lingering effects which have unambiguously affected the cash flows of households and businesses. On March 27, the Reserve Bank had permitted lending institutions to grant moratorium of 3 months on payment of the current dues falling due between 1st March and May 31st. It is recognized that the onset of COVID-19 has also exacerbated the challenges for such borrowers even to honor their commitments which have fallen due on or before February 29, 2020 in standard accounts. The Basel Committee on Banking Supervision has taken cognizance of the financial and economic impact of COVID-19 and very recently announced that the payment moratorium periods, public or granted by banks on a voluntary basis relating to COVID-19 outbreak, can be excluded by banks from the number of days past due in respect of NPA recognition. Therefore, it has been decided that in respect of all accounts for which lending institutions decide to grant moratorium or deferment and which were standard as on 1st March 2020, the 90-day NPA norm shall exclude the moratorium period. That is, there would be an asset classification standstill for all such accounts from 1st March to 31st May 2020. NBFCs which are required to comply with Indian accounting standards Ind AS may be guided by the guidelines duly approved by their boards and as per the provisions and as per the advisories of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in recognition of impairments. In other words, NBFCs do have the flexibility under the prescribed accounting standards to consider such relief to their borrowers. At the same time, we are cognizant of risk build-up in banks' balance sheets on account of firm-level stress and delays in recoveries. With the objective of ensuring that banks maintain sufficient buffers and remain adequately provisioned to meet future challenges, they will have to maintain a higher provision of 10% on all such accounts under the standstill, spread over 2 quarters, that is March, that is the quarter ending March 2020 and June 2020. These provisions can be adjusted later on later on against the provisioning requirements for actual slippages in such accounts. You see, while we are announcing certain forbearances, etc., for the banks, Reserve Bank, as the regulator of the banking system, has to ensure that our banks remain financially healthy over a period of time and in the long term. So therefore, while announcing certain prudential relaxations